The battle to rid states in the northwest of banditry appears to have entered a new phase as the Acting Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, today launched a special operation codenamed Operation Adda. It is part of measures to bring an end to the menace of kidnapping and armed robbery, especially on the Kaduna-Abuja highway and other communities in the zone, which have experienced a spate of abductions of travelers by kidnappers and attacks by bandits. While flagging off the operation in Kachia local government area of Kaduna State today, the RGP said the exercise is in collaboration with the Nigerian Air Force and is in compliance with the directive of President Buhari to make the areas safe for residents and travelers.
In the last 2 years, the Abuja-Kaduna Expressway has become notorious for kidnappings, armed robbery and other related crimes. Just this week, several people were kidnapped and many injured along the road in a sustained operation that lasted 3 days. The activities of these criminals have turned the once peaceful road into a living hell for motorists as well as residents of the area who are concerned about their safety.
The problem we have here is these armed bandits. They disturb us along our roads in our villages. That's our main problem here. But to this moment that our IGP come to inaugurate this program, we hope that everything is going to be settled. As
lives are still being wasted and some kidnapped victims still in the custody of their abductors, the Acting Inspector General of Police is again deploying another tactical operation team, codenamed Operation Adda. They'll be permanently stationed along the Abuja-Kaduna Expressway, parts of Niger, Zamfara and Katsina states, until normalcy returns.
It is with a deep sense of commitment to duty that we come to address you formally and to commence the Operation Adda, which is a well thought out and major operation that is aimed at redominating and reclaiming the public space from heinous criminal elements that are bent on threatening our internal security order. It is in consequence of this that the Nigeria police is collaborating closely with the armed forces, the intelligence community, and other sister security agencies in this operation and in its duties across the country.
The Inspector General of Police believes that for the operations to work, traditional rulers and other concerned parties need to support the team.
In order to fully achieve the objectives of this special operation, however, we need the full support of civil populace, particularly the traditional rulers, religious leaders, youth associations, market bodies, cultural associations, and professionals, amongst others.
With this deployment, observers say this time around the troops must take the battle to the bandits and ensure that they are smoked out from their hideouts once and for all.
Meanwhile, in Lagos, the police command has arrested 2 persons suspected to have masterminded the killing of a medical graduate of the University of Lagos, Stephen Oroye, in the Idiaraba area of the metropolis yesterday. Dr. Oroye was one of the graduates from the university who participated in the school's convocation on Wednesday. According to the Lagos police spokesperson, 2 suspects, Badebo Jimo and Malik Adeboye, were arrested on Friday by operatives from the Itire division and have been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department for further investigations. Before the announcement of the arrest, medical students of the university had staged a peaceful protest over the murder of Dr. Oroye, demanding justice for him. Our correspondent, Loretta Chiogo, reports.
Great joy on the day of convocation, but that joy is cut short. Stephen Oroye, a graduate of medicine, convocated on Wednesday, was allegedly stabbed on Thursday by armed bandits along Ishaga Road in Surulere area of Lagos and died on Friday morning after fighting for survival. Ishaga is said to be notorious for robbery attacks and other criminal acts, an area that hosts a federal hospital. The protesting students fear the state's insecurity level is on the rise.
Stephen was Onnoghen was our colleague. He's been our colleague for years. We entered this school together in 2012. And I studied dentistry, he studied medicine. The problem with the security issue in this area is the young looks quite alright, but it's something that should be a collective effort in correcting. Over the years, we've been having people attacked, harassed, robbed, even killed here, especially where I'm standing right now. And it's just painful that one of us, exactly just when we finished our program, we just had our convocation done on Wednesday, and the boy is dead today. His father is late, he has only his mother and his sister.
The protesters marched to the palace of the community head. In their demand for justice, the students moved to the Surulere Police Division.
We have police formation taking care of various areas. The one that mentioned are not first between the area of now we have a question. So I want to assure you, move now to the area commander's office and before you get there, they will inform you that you people are coming. And definitely whatever it is, we will take necessary action.
They're not satisfied with the attention given, and so they returned to the scene where Stephen was killed.
Stop beating us! Stop beating us! Stop killing us! Stop killing us! Stop killing us! Stop killing us! Stop fighting us! Stop fighting us! Stop robbing us! Stop robbing us! Stop killing us! Stop killing us! Stop fighting us! Stop fighting us! Stop robbing us! Stop robbing us!
This may just be the beginning of another anger in Lagos as calls for adequate security heightens. Loretta Chiogo, Channels Television News.
Meanwhile, the management of the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, LUTH, has been explaining the efforts made by its medical team to save the life of Dr. Oroye. In a statement, the management of LUTH said the doctor was rushed to the accident and emergency as well as later the intensive care unit after he was robbed and stabbed by hoodlums. It adds that members of top management and specialists and consultants, including the chief medical director, were on ground to attend to the situation till this morning when he died. While imploring all LUTH staff to remain calm, it said the hospital management is working with security agencies to ensure the dastardly act does not go unpunished. The path to getting justice is obviously becoming clearer in the murder case of 36-year-old football fan Kolade Johnson, who was shot dead by a police inspector in Lagos on Sunday. That's because an Ebute Metta magistrate court has ordered the remand of the police inspector, Olalekan Guyemi, who has not only been sacked by the police, but has also been charged for murder. The magistrate, Mrs. A.O. Salau, ordered that Mr. Guyemi be remanded at Ikoyi prisons pending advice from the State Director of Public Prosecution. The prosecutor told the court that the offense contravenes the provisions of Section 223 of the Criminal Law of Lagos State 2015 and wants the magistrate to remand the accused for 30 days. His counsel, however, pleaded that the magistrate reduces the remand to 14 days. The trial has been adjourned till May the 6th. Staying with crime issues, Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 11, Adda Oyebade, has given the assurance that the police will apprehend the killers of the bursar of the Akure Anglican Diocese, Mr. Gabriel Abiodun. Mr. Abiodun was reportedly trailed to his office in the Ondo State capital yesterday by gunmen who killed him after making some withdrawals from a bank. The police boss made the disclosure while fielding questions from newsmen after visiting the scene of the incident.
On Thursday morning, residents of Igoba in Akure, the Ondo State capital, woke up to the sad news that gunmen had shot and killed the bursar of the Akure Anglican Diocese, Mr. Gabriel Abiodun, who was said to have just returned from a bank after making cash withdrawals for the payment of his worker's salary. The AIG of police in charge of Zone 11, Osogbo, Adeleye Oyebade, leads officials to the scene of the incident, where he affirms that investigations are ongoing to unravel those behind the murder.
For now, we have moved forward. We have gotten some lead, and we are very hopeful that we'll get at the root of this crime. The Inspector General of Police has given a marching order that we should get at the root of the matter, and I've been here immediately. We've been able to speak with the bishop. We've gotten some information from there. Then from the scene of crime also.
At the residence of the deceased in Igoba, a suburb of Akure, family and friends mourn their loss, and all they seek is justice.
A great cruelty has been wreaked in this family, and there's nothing that could be done other than to fish out the culprits and make them face the music. He who kills by the sword, he who kills by the gun should equally die the same way he has killed. And I think that's the only way the deceased can be made to lie in peace.
While the police are asking for the cooperation of the public, the family of the deceased is hopeful that the perpetrators of the act will be brought to book.
Leaving crime and criminal issues, the suspended Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Onnoghen, has tendered a notice of retirement to the president. Channels Television gathered from an aide to Justice Onnoghen that the embattled former CJN sent the letter to the president yesterday. The decision comes 24 hours after the National Judicial Council concluded investigations on various allegations of misconduct leveled against him. There, however, has been no official statement from the presidency on the matter. The former CJN is standing trial at the Code of Conduct Tribunal on a 6-count charge of alleged failure to declare his assets to the Code of Conduct Bureau. He has, however, denied the allegations. The NJC had on Wednesday conveyed its decision on Justice Onnoghen and the acting CJN, Justice Tanko Mohammed, after the 5-man committee constituted to investigate the allegations against them submitted its findings. The NJC, however, did not disclose its recommendations regarding both justices, but it is believed that the council may have recommended the resignation of Justice Onnoghen.